afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting, amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. Off here to 1 vs 1 on Kholodny Ferma in the West. Is Creativename fun here for the German army. Deutschland taking on the role here with the elite Panzerlehr Panzerdivision West East. It is TwistedTootsy, the one, the only master of freedom. Fighting here for the 1st Armored Division with mechanized, practically his hallmark doctrine, with mechanized groups, reserve armor, cavalry riflemen, mortar half-tracks, and combined arms with bazooka, dart truck, and Scott bulletins versus Creativename's offensive doctrine, Spearhead and Mechanized assault with double infantry and Panzerfaust. Double Pioneer side here for Creativename, which moves up to grab as much territory as he can. Grenadiers following up there. Double Resistance side here for TwistedTootsy, as he similarly looks to grab a lot of territory. He will typically go here for an early dart truck to put pressure on his opponent in a more motorized manner. And of course the dart trucks can also basically grab territory as well, and then transport troops back and finally upgrade with the 5th caliber. It's like a Kugelwagen, except much better, though less sexy. Pioneers heading north as they're going to follow up the game. The Pioneers heading south as they're more going to this weather for Creativename and the German army. And as always, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Press that bell button. Helps me and helps you, and possibly other people as well. And if you wish to support the Propagandacast knowledge, you can also donate or pledge on Patreon. Links are in the video description. Any support there, of course, is most appreciated. Oh, they got the dogs, they got there for TwistedTootsy for freedom, democracy. Rolling ahead there, forwards. Got Pioneers control center, the rifle score there. MP40s up close versus rifle and the M1 Garands. Next to CoH2 gets a bit of extra damage in the end. The Pioneers will be forced off the point, but still getting a few model drops in the sector pretty good. Holy smokes, these Pioneers are absolutely on 5. And after that reload they had to do there, they might actually beat the rifle. Actually, they're doing it. Holy smokes, they almost took. Holy good lord. They almost beat the rifle on their own, certainly showing the Pioneers can be good. Of course, in this case, TwistedTootsy is running at them through negative cover. There's a bit of lightning up close to them, but still, that was definitely some good RNG at work there for Creativename. Like, they just focused down one metal at a time and just quickly brought them down to numbers, and then going to right in time as well there. But good lord, can't say I saw that one coming. Going to say Norfolk still more good as well of Creativename. No sound the MD42 as of yet here versus TwistedTootsy, most twisted of the Tootsies. Red sparring off here, looking to confound his opponent's movement. Note here the double layer of barbed wire again to make it hard for the opponent to use the cover there. Thumbs up to TwistedTootsy. Going to use for the reassurance here. Rifle reinforcing, got the Jockster there ready to go, and also adding the 5th caliber on the back to further hose down the Krauts. We got Pioneers work up north there with sandbags. No tech yet for Creativename. The versus a mechanized regiment play here with dart trucks. Obviously, you generally want some light vehicles. 2-2s can be quite effective there. Of course, Creativename, being creative as he is, in fact, so creative, he's not even using his own name. Maybe planning some other measures to deal with the light vehicles on the command of TwistedTootsy. Pioneers can pursue. There goes Grenadiers appearing from around the corner. Gets off the Panzerfaust. Direct hit here, damaging the engine in the dart truck there, causing quite some damage. So they can be quickly fixed there with the crew's repairability. Grenadiers are routing in the end. Can't quite hold up for that long. Still not take there for Creativename. Ponder what he's planning there. Oh, there we go. Tech happening there for Creativename. Right from the Grenadiers. Not fully reinforced. Bit of a mistake there by TwistedTootsy. Can happen in the heat of battle. Certainly happens for me a bunch, and I've certainly seen, of course, for others. So nothing new there. Darks are being fixed up for TwistedTootsy, and the reasons work hard on it. And there you go. Good to go again. Apparently someone needs to jump up and actually man the machine. And there you go. Apparently left in the glove compartment. Grenadiers holding up here, back here, troop reinforcing. Got the company command post for TwistedTootsy. With most American players as of late stick to the platoon command post. TwistedTootsy has proven himself to be a great user of the company command post as of late with half-track, specifically the anti-active half-track. They also, of course, likes the other half-track with bazookas in it. Tech almost down there for Creativename. We also got the medic on the way. The rifle push back here with the Grenadier under Creativename's command. So double Pioneers, triple Grenadiers build here. Can build the light to make a nice company as well. Rifleman setting out there for TwistedTootsy. Company command post and the captain almost done. Dark truck heading northwards here. Further up northwards and advancing the mines. He was obviously worried about Creativename laying down telemines, which could easily derail any mechanization plans that the TwistedTootsy has. So obviously being ready for those is very good. Like to make a nice company. Almost done there for Creativename. Got at least reposition there. Dark truck setting out there for TwistedTootsy. Most twisted. And there you go. Like to make a nice company up there for Creativename. Pioneers here. Need to, there we go, get the 222 out. Pioneers are being held up. And they swing about. Close reinforcing. Getting healed up as well. Upgrades our flamethrowers for the pioneers to help deal with any dug-in units there from TwistedTootsy's side. He's quick popping out. They could theoretically risk losing here with a quick ambush from Creativename that's a bit difficult to pull off. No sign here by Creativename from a doctrine yet. We got 5 minutes to go though in the match here, obviously, so plenty of time to go there, but usually want it early there to get a bit more proactive play there. More barbed wire here. In fact, trying to enclose the area around the southern victory point to make it harder there for Creativename to get in there. Interesting move there by TwistedTootsy. Not what you see there, but obviously TwistedTootsy is in many ways a pioneer. Not an actual German pioneer, but, you know, pioneer of new things in the game. North here, racing ground the northern victory point. We got Grenadiers coming in to deal with that. We got the half track out there for TwistedTootsy. Out there going for the dog truck, hammering it down there. TwistedTootsy bails out the crew just in time, and they're going to aircraft coming in here from TwistedTootsy, pushing back the 2-2 with heavy damage. If he cannot maneuver it, a single 2-2 can do it. Clear the half track on the turn. The trouble is, of course, the half track actually is very fast and mobile, making it actually very difficult. So it really requires, you know, wide Argoid getting off a Pantherverse, in which case, again, you can't beat it. Creativename could also try another 2-2, but it goes for the more regular Pack 40 here. Certainly, there's effort required there to be put in. Up north point there grabbed. Reason's routed. We got 465 to 443. Note here he's destroying the Panzer wreckage there to remove the heavy cover. Fix up the half track for the light damage it suffered there. Swift maneuvers. No cavalry rifleman here from TwistedTootsy. Pack 40 almost done. 2 being repaired. Second pioneers going by in the north. So far, TwistedTootsy and the first domination clearing most of the map here from the Panzer Division. We got barbed wire here. Again, lots of barbed wire to make it hard for his opponent to creep through here. Thorough work there by TwistedTootsy. Generally not something you see being utilised by most players. So, you know, thumbs up there, TwistedTootsy. He's strong offensive. And seemingly also to sort of venture into the defensive plays as well. Troops heading out. Ruffling about here. Up north, we got the half to charge against the pioneers, backed up by the captain. Over here we got troops reinforcing for TwistedTootsy, noting no ambulance. He's not yet. Ukrainian grenadiers being attacked here by the captain, backed up with the half deck. TwistedTootsy strikes swiftly and viciously. Got the Pack 40 ready, but can get out there in time to help deal with TwistedTootsy's forces. Rather than holding up here, grenadiers in there. To job raiding aggression in the south, and we got mines being laid down to the rear to try and catch up any of Creativename's vehicles. He also crashes through the barbed wire. Good work, punishment with the Flammenwerfers. Lots of action here. Got riflemen there, everything's still holding up a chunk of the force. There we go. Mine hip can quickly fix with the pioneers, and but sandbags down here half to the rushing down. Ambulance on the way there for TwistedTootsy. Lots of action here, lots of movement. Now the side here being sluggish versus each other. I was looking to deliver decisive blows and engagement against the other. Pioneers there routed here, but the half took up close. Quick retreat there. 2-2 northwards, backed up by grenadiers in the Pack 40. Rather than holding up behind heavy cover, will take some time to flush out, but should not be too long either with the 2-2. Grenadiers are suppressed in the south. Need to retreat. This grenadiers northern fuel also being hit here by the reechelons. Yes, lots of action going on almost all of the time between Creativename and TwistedTootsy. Creativename probably wants to take up soon. Bring up Panzer's Corps to Grenadiers, just go up to 4 grenadiers. No heavy machine guns yet. As for TwistedTootsy, no further sign that he's planning. Could go for cavalry riflemen. Weapon racks, obviously also on the table as well. Even grenades. Though from memory, he's not a big user of grenades. But there you go, cavalry rifleman out there, adding the Thompson submachine gun. Got rifles leading through the south. Pack 40 being hauled a bit further around there. We got more light vehicle mines down there to help deal with the need to destroy. But even armor can basically, you know, be slowed down a bit there by light anti-tank mine. And clearly TwistedTootsy understands the value of that, because even just briefly slowing down a tank at the right time can be, you know, quite helpful in any engagement. Pioneers being hammered here by the anti-aircraft half tech. Need to retreat soon. Nice attempt there by Creativename, but not quite. No sign of tech yet. We'll have to see what he goes for next. More light anti-vehicle mines there from TwistedTootsy. Pack running up to help deal with the anti-aircraft half tack. We got 414, Mr. 443. Back here, troops reinforcing. No sign of further tech there for TwistedTootsy. Anything else? Pack gets a good hand off in the half tack. Down to less than half health there. Center being secured with the Grenadier moving up. We got rations and cavalry rifle nearby, but no machine guns. So, artillery that matters. It's a bit more difficult to launch into with the 2-2 moving in. Though, we need to stay right range here with the cavalry rifleman. Oh, did not do that. Got a bit too close. That can't happen, unfortunately. 2-2 down. Easy kill there for TwistedTootsy at the cost of 45 munitions. Carry around there being shot by the gun leaders. Up north, we've got riflemen for the northern victory point. Half checking towards the centre. Definitely a bit of misclick there by Creativename, ends up being costly. MD4 to the top tier with the rifleman, not a bad pick here. Plus within CM appears around if it gets that far. Can also be useful versus the half track. And any other light vehicles, TwistedTootsy may decide to toss out here versus Creativename. Bartway up here. Being scorched up, half track moving in here. Deft back and forth action between these two hardened and expert players. Up north, we've got Initials Rifle, almost got them here. In the south, got Pioneers advancing up for the point here. Gonna do setting out. Got light vehicle monster again, just tossing them down all over the place. Really just not something you see most players do. If any, really. So I mean, we can see just TwistedTootsy just taking American play to the almost new level there. He may in fact become the new Dave. Classy Dave. In some ways. Certainly putting a lot more of the American faction than most other players could ever dream of doing. So former co-op there for Creativename. Fast Osman could be quite useful. Panzer IV may of course just be more standard choice, but Osman could be I think quite effective versus TwistedTootsy. And of course in a pinch Sturmgeschütz here. TwistedTootsy is taking up himself as well, I believe. Yup, Major's halfway down. That's going to take out any armor, but not too far off. He could in fact go for a fuel catch to assist for that. In the south here, intense skirmishing going between the TwistedTootsy and Creativename in the centre. Going to be advancing. Backed up by the MD42 finally ready there for Creativename and the Panzerlehr Panzerdivision. And there you go. Panzerunterstützungskorps ready. Tech almost done there for TwistedTootsy. Point hitting cease with the captain from munitions as well. Got the major out. Not far off from a Sherman tank, but it's going to still take a bit of a while here. Meanwhile, Creativename is probably close to the Panzer IV, which is going to be helpful for him. Half to their ready again. Just fluid and aggressive play there with a half track. They're not reckless. And before doing the cav rifleman. Pack 40 covering the centre, of course exposed to here push from the north, could actually cut the machine gun that possibly. Cav rifleman being murdered. South here we got one of these pioneers was the cav rifle, or cap, no not cav rifle, more Bartway again, just fresh Bartway here from TwistedTootsy. Very solid handling skills of everything going. At the same time in the northern fuel there, definitely putting more pressure there on Creativename. And trying to slow down of course this acquisition of a tank. Good work there. Captain there routed. The guys going for the car plant, trying to turn themselves to TwistedTootsy, even though it's been having the table turned on him in the north. Major moving in to support the half track. 6 kills close to 2 there. Here by the car plant, Reason's vehicle moving up there. Focus down on the vehicle crew first, and then leave with the gun Reasons we dealt with. They're taking heavy damage up close to the carbines. The light machine still have a shot here. That's going to be close. In fact, down just one man will have to retreat. Here can be dealing with the Reasons. Pioneers moving up. Fight from northern the fuel point. Troop pack pushed back here by the half track. Can go for the Panther IV very soon here. Meanwhile, TwistedTootsy is ambling ever closer towards a Sherman tank here. Lots of pressuring and intense acting before up in the church, but there's the half track without the incendiary armor piercing rounds. It stands no real chance. Like, it mostly can buy some time and maybe get a bit of slight damage in. There's some good RNG, but oh, there we go. Actually, could pop the incendiary armor piercing rounds if he wants to. We can see that TwistedTootsy, as soon as he sees that star appear, he gets the devil out of there. Continuing setting out, seizing the southern victory point. They're heading for the southern fuel. Back here, troop reinforcing. Got the anti-tank on the way for TwistedTootsy. He's obviously aware of where this story is going. There's going to be a tank hitting him soon enough, so he wants the M1 anti-tank to ready to deal with that. Overall, a very sensible move there, of course, by TwistedTootsy. Good read. He can soon go for Sherman of his own, though, of course, he could decide to go for the EC8, since that's going to be much better versus the Panther IV than just a regular Sherman. Half-tech charging in there. Bold aggressive plays. Insane Pittsburgh popped up. Pack 40 going to use it. Oh, because of the half-tech going down here. No, looks like it won't. Cav ring about here as well, going for the pack there. Oh, come out to lose the machine gun here. Got played by TwistedTootsy. Use the half-tech as bait to allow the other use to do heavy damage to it. Could actually wipe the machine gun here. Oh, gets away with it. Oh, he does get a wipe, but he might lose the Cav retreat here on the end. I guess not quite as clever maneuver there by TwistedTootsy in the end. Close to losing the Cav rifle, in fact. The southeast points once more being secured. Got the Panther IV there on the way for Creativename and the German army. TwistedTootsy can again soon go for regular Sherman. Oh, cool. Oh, wait, not the EC8, but the 76mm Sherman, which still has a better chance, though. Not as much as the EC8. The EC8 has more health. compared to the 76mm Sherman. Oh wait, some armor would be of course great here for TwistedTootsy. We shall see which of the two goes for, but it's starting to look like the 76mm Sherman. He has the fuel, he just needs the manpower. North here, got anything press pack 40 moving up here. Shoots gets a good hit, but the pack's about to get swarmed to the right and forced away. In the south here, we got the with the Pioneers to the right there by the southern munitions. Captain the moving up support here. Regular Sherman for TwistedTootsy, no 76mm Shermans for him. Of course, he can upgrade them with the bulldozer blades to make it tougher. And there you go, oh, Captain almost wiped out. Close one there for TwistedTootsy, and in fact, he does go down. Panther 4, they're mobilized for Creativename and the Panzer Division. Machine gun back in the church, roughing it off. They're doing some light damage, but nothing serious. Push for the compound here, quickly halted by the Panzer 4's arrival. Of course, 2 Grenadier squads backing all that up with a fusillade of light machine gun fire there. Half tech, half A to External 3 and the ace level. Sherman almost done there for TwistedTootsy. And the first armored. Panzer 4 tank through the terrain here. Light's going to try and open up a way here to the southern victory point again, clear out the barbed wire and whatnot. Driving forward to center victory point. There we go. He's probably going to crush open some here, so lastly make it a bit harder there for TwistedTootsy just to wire off this bit again, forcing more time. Meanwhile, though, TwistedTootsy going for a deep flank for the north. Good work here. Troops moving back towards the center here. Troops reinforcing. We got Panthers on the way there for Creativename. And before being steady with the cover up and the half-tech and these Pioneers nearby, and before Toots going to have to fall back here. And there goes Sherman with entertainment forwards and in the bulldozer blades first. 50 caliber to follow up there for the Sherman. Good work. Infantry being passed northwards to cover against that northern harassing flank there from TwistedTootsy. We got 349 to 415. Pioneers was the cavalry wrapping up close. Flammenwerfer versus top machine guns. Need to fall back. Up north, Panther going to deal with the troops there. Sherman crossing some barbed wire. Bulldozer blades are ready. And we got the crew there and the attending major there routed. Back here to reinforcing healing for Creativename. Still no sign of a doctor now. I mean, we are almost at the 20-minute mark, and Creativename is yet to make any sort of choice there. Starting to look like either Spearhead or Mechanized assault simply for the Tiger. Less efficient in some ways, but you know, if it works, it works. Grenadiers finding their cover. Magically vanish before their very eyes, as Ludwig soon follows that piece of cover. Grab the northern victory point. Southern victory point sees as well. TwistedTootsy a bit scanty against Creativename, who's managed to maintain, I think, good initiative right now versus TwistedTootsy. And TwistedTootsy will have to do something, I think, to swing this game back in his favour. South point here, he's being assailed here by the half track. Quick retreat in the centre. Looks like a large engagement brewing up here with MB4 to the Panther engaging the rifle squad. Though, seems like actually not. TwistedTootsy committing no further forces in the centre except that one rifle squad. And what is this? We got here the crate bear ability here from TwistedTootsy being utilised. One of the few players, if not the only player, to actually use that ability anywhere consistently. So thumbs up there to TwistedTootsy. We'll have to see what he actually intends to do with it. Besides this crate, a piece of heavy cover that can also block enemy vehicles. After taking right away, they're very close to the ace level there. Finally positioned up as well to defend the car point against any German incursions. Panther holding Suffolk's here. And there go catching the half track. Great hit. They almost got it. Almost got it. Can he finish it off? Will it once more escape? Once more. TwistedTootsy's anti-aircraft half track escapes death. Final position they're being upgraded with a 50 caliber there. Further up north, Germans are making good progress then. Carrying up territory. We've got Punch Eagles out there for Creativename. And he's setting up barriers, I think, to protect the fighting position. Basically creating heavy cover for it. An interesting move there. Definitely not something I've seen before, but here we are. Again, TwistedTootsy is nothing if not a pioneer. An innovator. In the south we've got Riflemen versus Grenadiers. North we've got the Major Riflemen against the Grenadiers there. Need to fix up the Sherman. Got these Pawnees running up as well. They're coming up to suppress them. Very good work there. Creativename pushing the centre there. Halted, thwarted by TwistedTootsys. Laboriously prepared positions in service of democracy. Pack opening in the half track. In this case, oh, not half track, but the fighting position. In this case, the barriers didn't quite assist. Smoke screen down. Just in case we want the big crew to repair. And there you go, another Panther for the Creativename with his Spearhead doctrine. Right from there being blasted by the Panzerkampfwagen 4. North here, point to go up by the Major. Further up north, we got Rifle down the northern victory point. Back here, reinforcing. Panther 4 halfway down there for Creativename. Pack 14 southwards, seizing the southern munitions. Noting double anti-tanks up there for TwistedTootsy. Caravan also died somewhere in the process. Another show on the way there. Though worth noting, not a 76mm Sherman. Northern point seized. Guessing Creativename might not be trying to slot for a Tiger. We got Tellet mines down here. Trying to catch up any Amerikanischer Panzer. Panzer shakes opening up in the half tech. Gets off the rocket hit there. Not enough. And there goes a press. Second rocket misses the mark. Hits a tree. Killing an innocent squirrel. It was just one day away from retirement of that. From squirrel police, obviously. Pack 40 remaining the support in the south here. TwistedTootsy dispatching this tank northwards to assist with the assault there on Creativename's northern position, which certainly seems a bit lightly defended. Of course, the arrival of the Panther 4 supported does help, but there you go. Another unit wiped out. Creativename lost his rear major, I think, or an officer. Either way, he's down just 2 rifles, rear stones. Sherman Panther there, hitting one of the light mines, getting stunned up, then saying let's go to hit. Sherman up here, dodging the tiller mine. Panther 4 in fact down to less than half health. Second Sherman rushing ahead here. An upgrade hit there for TwistedTootsy in the south, advancing here on Creativename's position. Their rear almost being wiped out by the Pawnees and the Panther 4. Wrapping up the Pioneer. Up north here, we've got the Sherman again here. The Grenadiers backed up with the anti-tank and half timing up as well. Oh, could it hit the termite? No, no, it doesn't. Panther 4 did hammer away there. He's got several pursuit teams moving up. There you go. A flare of rockets unleashed against the Panther 4. Great hit there from the Panther 4 though, but it's nonetheless forced to fall back here in the face of TwistedTootsy's rocket assault. When he's being caught by the Sherman and the aircraft half tech forced to retreat here. As TwistedTootsy shows no mercy. And he's saying southwards are looking to hook around, I think, TwistedTootsy's southern position, hit maybe the fuel point there. We got Twin Fortress within 21, Pack lands great hit there. Do we see any further tech up there? Perhaps not a targeting planned, or maybe it's just later. Ooh! Mine hit there by the Sherman. Can Creativename exploit this opening? Does he even realise the mine was set off? And I think the answer to that is a 9. Jürgen, did you hit something? 9. Justice Gaming of Americans in pain as always. Yeah. I guess that's nothing new. So yeah, that's going to be fixed up swiftly there. Missed opportunity by Creativame. Of course, with everything else going on, it's obviously going to be difficult to pick up on a possible sound there of the Sherman hitting a mine. Or even other outscored there, push back here with the Panzerkampfwagen in the south, round out here as well with the Grenadier. Sherman number 2 being fixed up. We got 340 to 300, another pack 40 for Creativename. Certainly starting to bear the hallmarks of a Tiger tank stall there from Creativename, though again with 2 Panther 4s, he's not going to be too punished harshly for it by TwistedTootsy. As for TwistedTootsy, what he's planning is harder to say. Maybe a Jackson, maybe a 76mm Sherman, just more regular Shermans, Scots. Like, there's a lot of opportunity for TwistedTootsy to explore. Got another cat rifle not here though for TwistedTootsy, of course, and any Thompson submachine guns. The Chicago typewriters. Because the Americans are more into guns than literacy. Ha ha ha. Anyways, in the southeast, Sherman pushed back by the Grenadiers. Penetrating northwards, pin launching being added. He's advancing. Breaks it there. I'm doing the anti-tank gun there. And the Sherman's going to, of course, focus on the Sherman. Fast moving on wing out there. Pawnees around there. Go. Big push here by Creativename. Catching off TwistedTootsy by from his angles here. Oh, angles, not ankles. Exposed to heavily Sherman down, anti-tank gun down. Couldn't even lose the half-track here. Otherwise, going to blow stage to Twisted Tootsy. Finally got troops moving up here to respond, but it is already too late. The damage has been done, and Twisted Tootsy's northern force has been decimated. Cut apart. Half-track down as well. The casualty list is piling up there with fresh losses. There you go. Creativename going for deep flank here. Blitzing right through the base. You could even take out the ambulance in a drive-by shooting here. Upholding dear old American traditions. Almost got it. One more shot there. Down it goes. Casualty list is just increasing here for Twisted Tootsy half-track. Sherman, anti-tank gun, and now an ambulance has been slaughtered here by Creativename's Panzer Wedge Assault. He's about to lose his Panther 4 though, but still a Panther 4 for Sherman, anti-tank gun, half-track, and an ambulance is pretty good value, I think. Pretty good value. And that's really going to leave, I think, Twisted Tootsy in a bit of a lurch there. It's going to be hard to recover from. Not impossible. I mean, he is the American play after all, but it's going to be tough here. It's going to be very tough then, particularly ends up losing more units in the process of time to recover things here. There, going to tank gun down. Cav Raven almost taken out this one. The rather the Sherman tips the scale there in favor of Creativename, who is very close to the Tiger tank. If he's got the tech ready, he does not. So, a bit further away there from how it actually appears, but not by a lot either. Scott almost done there. Got these punches moving up here. Panther Fast did not go off there. Morgan is pursuing here. Pack 40 as well there. Better is taking position. He has to move ahead. Otherwise, get risk getting Panther Fast. Then he's going to lose it. Otherwise, he's going to actually throw down smoke here. Definitely mistake with Twisted Tootsy. Perhaps a weak spot there in Twisted Tootsy's otherwise innovative American armor. A chink. A gap. But basically, he's not very good at using smoke, is he? Reason standing back at the center. Scott moving out. Isn't being murdered. Troops falling back here, moving back towards there. Troops healing reinforcing. Up North Point, they're being secured. There you go, T4 on the way for Creativename. We got 321 to 270. Further north, Germany hit the train to line of further pack 40. No target weak point available though. Great there for Twisted Tootsy, and of course, no smoke. Like he's great at using other stuff, but it seems like Twisted Tootsy's just not big on smoke for whatever reasons. Pack setting up, they could actually take out the Sherman. Yeah, that Sherman's going to go down there. It's going to be a significant blow there to Twisted Tootsy, having lost then 2 tanks. Oh, he does finally pop smoke, but as some of you might have noticed, that is what we call a bit too late. Oh, he even might lose the Scott. We've got a half-chain on for Twisted Tootsy. Looks like he's going to turn to his old and try and true method of the bazooka bus here to maybe try and turn the game around here versus Creativename. Though, of course, versus the Tiger tank, the bazooka bus may turn out to be a very short route and a one-way trip. Half-tag almost done. Scott on the way there. There you go, half-tag out. For Twisted Tootsy in the first Armoured Division, lining up to launch a counterattack on the Germans. Going to be pushed back by the Scott. Scots are usually organised for the Stuarts, provide artillery support on those units there. Entertain their bit cleared out here by the Panther 4, very good. Bazooka bus, they're getting ready. Note he's popping in a more experienced crew to unlock, I think, the step-on ability right faster. Clear work there. Maybe something else, I don't know the way he's popped it in. Scott number 2 almost done. Bazooka bus is good to go. Obviously, firing a bazooka or pantry, whatever, from a moving vehicle is a really bad idea. I definitely would not have them in the wild. I think at least they're absolutely desperate and probably got them killed anyways. Racing force with the half change to the pack 40 here. Gets a good shit off there. Panther 4 maybe finished off. And there you go. The bazooka bus very much came to an abrupt halt as the Germans explained they did not have the papers to operate a bus fare in German territory. Bus service. Going to route it. Cavalry from charging ahead here did not work out well there for Twisted Tootsy. His buses or half-check assault there thwarted by the iron will of Creativename in the German army. Oh, we got a bazooka even drop there. Could be picked up by the Grenadiers. Tron Pod left for TwistedTootsy versus Creativename 321, hitting the sun of the victory point. There we got the pancakes moving up. Another half track though, TwistedTootsy clearly is not a quitter. He's going to try with a second half track. Another attempt at the bazooka bus. Bazooka they also know on the Grenadiers. Bazooka Bernhardt falls back with the rest of the unit. Half track almost done. Finding position down. Target tank right about ready there for Creativename. We got 368. Adding the penal mark machine gun to that, I imagine. It's going to be a tight here for TwistedTootsy now. Bazooka Bus is certainly again encountering some increased resistance here from Creativename. Panther 4 setting out, or Tiger Tank setting out the Panther 4. Hits a mine, slowing down here to set out, but there you go, great on the half track before it's even filled out with Bazooka troops. TwistedTootsy's half track plan there is definitely hitting some very large Panther-shaped roadblocks. Ralph squad about to get wiped out here, not looking good for TwistedTootsy. Casualties are piling up swiftly, relentlessly, ceaselessly. Panther going straight here for the Scot. Halfway to victory 3. TwistedTootsy in a very bad spot, smoking again. There you go, Bazooka Bus goes for it. Oh, looks like someone dropped a bazooka there, and there you go, Panther Faust actually managed to hit it, knocking out the half track, leaving only 2 men to survive with that. TwistedTootsy's renders as the corpses of the occupants are strewn all over the place. That's a rather grim set of fireworks there. So there you go, GG, game over. Victory for Creativename. Close fight there, but in the end, TwistedTootsy hit some roadblocks there, lacking support weapons, I think, preparation for some of his attacks. Rather like Creativename to slowly and steadily get around this and slowly beat him down. So well played there with Creativename, but I'm going to say an interesting fight with a lot of interesting tactics there from TwistedTootsy. Some new things going on there, some worked out, some less so. But I hope you enjoyed this match. I've learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell a friend, tell a family, but don't tell your enemies. This is Imperial Cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.